Welcome to your weekend focus for May the 22nd, the 23rd, and the 24th of 2015. My name is Tilly. Welcome to Tarot with Tilly. And thank you so much for all the support you give me each and every day. Thank you, truly. Now, the cards are just beautiful, actually, for this weekend. We start with the Two of Cups. We have the Page of Cups, and we have the Magician. So the Two of Cups. Now, the first thing that caught my eye with this, and it really doesn't usually, is the claws at the bottom, tugging onto the bracelets of both arms that are interconnected, holding those cups. Okay, and the circle on top that connects those two cups. So this is really about relationships this weekend. It could be the people you work with. It could be people in your community, because it's the Two of Cups. It's not the lovers. So it's not necessarily just about those romantic relationships we have. Marriage partners, people that we're with, okay, that are better half, our soulmates. It's about our interactions with, excuse me, I'm very hoarse tonight for some reason. It's about any relationship that you are in. It's looking at those relationships. And the claws are pulling at those bracelets, which tells me that we may start this weekend in the midst of obstacles within the relationship, arguments within relationships, not seeing eye to eye in relationships. But I think that really it only lasts for a very brief period of time. So maybe just Friday alone, maybe just the 22nd alone will actually be that. But I think the whole weekend, because it is the first card, talks about our bonds with people, how we grow them closer. We look at the Page of Cups here in the middle. Now, what I got when I laid this card down was he is offering us this cup of love, of happiness, of joy. And how are we going to fill that cup? What are the conversations that need to be? What are the actions we need to have, or the lack of action? What situations do we need to put ourselves into, or take ourselves out of certain situations? Where do we need to make some concessions in order to grow a unity, grow bonds, grow deeper bonds, understand the truth about the relationship? How do we fill that? How do we fill that cup? We're being offered this empty cup. And what we do with it, what we fill that cup up with, matters. Now, the Magician is here. So the Magician is screaming to incorporate magic into your life this weekend. To dream of the possibilities of happiness, of joy, to create the moment, to create the experience. To really truly understand what gives us balance within relationships, what gives us happiness, that we're not being overly dependent in a relationship, but we have our independence, we have our growth, we have our goals, our visions of tomorrow as an independent person, and also as a collective, also in partnerships. So I think we're really being called to look at what truly makes us happy in relationships, what we want in relationships, how we want to grow relationships, how we want to be respected in a relationship, appreciated within a relationship. And is that happening? Now, if it's not happening, that's where the crab comes in, pulls at these bracelets, these hearts at the end of the bracelet, the thing that makes our relationship so beautiful. I think in many ways are going to be challenged, especially on the Friday, and then we work through this energy as the weekend moves on. And we can fill that cup with anger, we can fill that cup with more limitations, or we can try and create a beauty within the relationship. More importantly, a love for ourselves. Because if we don't love ourselves, nobody else can love us. And they can only love us to the point where we actually do love ourselves, that we appreciate ourselves, that we respect ourselves. And we don't need to demand these things from other people. It just comes with the territory. Once you feel that way about you, it's through osmosis that other people understand your value, your worth, and love you for the true reasons, the right reasons. So I think this weekend is very much about your relationship with other people. Now, with the Two of Cups, it could be a partnership, it could be a business partnership, it could be people within the community, the neighborhood, the family. It could be your lover, your friend. And I think we're looking at more than just one type of relationship. We're looking to see what kind of magic we want in our interaction with people, how we want to grow in relationships. Now we have 10 travel. So it could be a small jaunt this weekend, a day trip, taking ourselves outside of our routine a little bit in order to have the time to clue into certain things. Maybe we'll see something on our travels that really opens up an insight, an intuitive insight into what we really want relationships to be, how we treat ourselves, and how we can grow from that knowledge in order to be more beautiful and better, more wonderful, and by loving ourselves, by truly giving ourselves this hug, embracing ourselves, and then creating the moment to incorporate other people into the experience. And when you love yourself, you feel confident. You feel more confident in situations, in relationships. You can let yourself be who you are. Stand in your own truth. Feel comfortable in your own skin. And that just makes everybody around you feel comfortable with who they are. Let's pick an Archangel Power card. See if I've missed any of the message. If I got the message wrong, this is my confirmation deck. I think it's really about relationship. It's really about understanding how we make that circle complete. That we can overcome anything that is pulling or oppressing the relationship through communication, through understanding our own motivations in the relationship, understanding what we want out of the relationship and why we want it out of the relationship and how it makes us feel if we actually gain that in the relationship. How are you going to fill that cup? So meditate, pray. Definitely 10 is travel. So I mean, the second half of that card is you're traveling further in your path. You're gaining knowledge. You're gaining understanding. You're gaining wisdom. I mean, that's what the energy is around us. I mean, that's why we have Mercury retrograde, right? It's to backtrack. It's to go over some of the things that we've learned over the last several weeks, especially. And understanding exactly what our truth is, what makes us feel right on our path, what doesn't fit, what gives us an uneasy sense. And so that we have the wisdom to go forward with the right steps, with the true steps, with the straight path. Let's see how the angels are going to wow us today. The Queen of Ariel. Mature, practical, generous, and happy. Nurture yourself and those you love. The ability to make Anything more beautiful, practical and wise advice. So we have the ability to make anything in our lives more beautiful. Relationships, our surroundings. We have the power to invite in happiness, or we have the power to invite misery and sadness. And it's standing in our truth and how we respect ourselves and our beauty and how it reflects back out into the world onto those we love. So I love the way Spirit talks. Nurture yourself and those you love. So nurture yourself first. And as the weekend progresses, I mean, especially as the 24th rolls around, I mean, try and make a family day, or getting together with some friends, getting together with some coworkers, getting together with some people in the neighborhood, within the community, within the family. Maybe getting together with that one-on-one experience with somebody special that you are looking at or you've been with forever and a day, and it just gets more magical and beautiful as the days progress. It's about honoring you. It's about honoring the beauty of you, and then honoring everybody around you. So until we meet again, remember, I do love you.